In this video we will look at lighting. Lighting is an important factor necessary for any scene. Light refers to the image exposure of a frame within film. It is required to make everything in a scene look clear and visible. Lighting contributes to the emotional response of an audience and creates a mood within the scene. If a scene is lit badly, then it takes away the emotional connection with the audience and in turn affects all other elements within that scene. There are many ways to light a scene and different techniques to do so. In our example, we have an animation of a robotic arm moving on a surface. We will now begin to look at different types of lighting that can be used to light this scene and how each of these types of light can then affect the scene and how it is viewed. Lighting types we will use will be key lighting, fill lighting, backlighting and cameo lighting. First we will look at key lighting. Here is our scene being lit using a key light. The purpose of this type of light is to highlight the form and dimension of the subject. The subject is lit in a way that shows its body and shape. In our scene, the shape of the robotic arm and all its parts can be seen clearly. Key lights may also be placed within a scene to illuminate a moving subject at particular moments. Fill lighting is when there is a light within a scene that is used to reduce contrast and provide some illumination for the areas of the scene that are in shadow. In our example, our fill light illuminates all areas within the scene so that every object becomes visible. As we move around within the scene, the objects remain lit from all angles with no shadows or darkness. Backlighting refers to the process of lighting the subject from the back. In other words, the light source and the viewer are facing towards each other with the subject in between. In our example, our light source is behind the robotic arm facing the camera. This then results in one side of the arm being lit while the opposite side remains in darkness. As we move around the scene, we can see the difference between the side being lit and the side in darkness. Finally, cameo lighting, in film terms, is a spotlight that accentuates a single object within a scene. It creates an angelic shot, creating an effect where, as if God is shining a light down onto a particular object. In our example, we can see this effect. Our arm is surrounded by the spotlight, making it seem the most important element within the scene. So those were the different types of lighting that are used and applied in cinematography to light a scene.